Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly focus for December the 3rd through to the 9th, 2018. I'm Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you tenfold. Now, let's see what the cards have. Oh, there's a weird card kind of stuck in between. Well, we're going to take it as our first card. What is it? It's stuck out like a sore thumb in the cut. The Ace of Cups appears. Now, this could be your self-sacrifice, your service to others, and seeing where you can give more of yourself. And by giving more of ourselves, it truly does come back to us. But this is your cup. Your cup overflowing with love, beauty, abundance, happiness, joy. What are your dreams? What are your passions? Now, whenever an ace appears, although it is in the first position, so this is something that could actually manifest this week for you. I would think more towards the weekend, since the new moon is on Friday, so that's when we're planning the new seeds. But it could be something that happens in order to allow you to move into this path too. You might see something that really transforms in your life. Remember, we are in full moon energy for until Friday. So that full moon energy tells us it's a time for endings and healing and closure, of getting rid of the clutter perhaps in our life. So we might see where something has been holding us back that allows this new path to emerge in our life as well. But I think something comes to you. King of Wands. The King of Wands is a doer. He knows what he wants. He's willing to go after it. He even dresses like, his crown is, more of a... Yeah, it's more of a... I keep thinking like a Leo energy, and we've got the lion down there, like we have our own mane. So it could be more, and it's very, I don't know how well it's coming in for you, but it's more articulate, the crown. It's filled with fine work, and so it could be very much about the things it could be the material things in your life this week that really take precedence in your thoughts. The beauty of something, the work of something. There's certain, we try not to be materialistic in this world, but there are things that we wouldn't part with. Now, they could be shiny, expensive things, or they could be something that, money just couldn't replace. Like I've got this, she was kind of like a surrogate grandma to us. And so when she passed away, she just kind of left her property to us. And it really wasn't, it was like a little summer place for her. So there wasn't anything really of value in there. It was more of her. But there was this big picture on the wall. And so she was born in 1900. And when she was a little girl, the newspaper used to put out a print, like an 8x, not an 8x10, like a poster, but not as big as our posters today. Kind of in between the two, okay? And it would be a picture, and there was one, it was called Coming Home, and it was a little girl and the parents standing on the stoop of the house, and this dog with his rope broken running up and jumping on them. So coming home, and of course the little girl was just so happy that her dog was back. So anyway, she told me that what she saw it in the paper and she wanted it so badly, and it was 10 cents. So she saved her allowance, which was a penny a week, for 10 weeks so that she could order it. And then her grandfather built this beautiful frame around it, which was unfortunately the little cottage she had was vandalized, so there was pieces actually knocked out of it, of the carved wood. So I had that fixed, but you know, and that's priceless to me. It's probably not worth more than $10 if it's worth anything at all today, but to me, it is just irreplaceable. There's just not something that could ever take its place because it has great value. And I think that, you know, it could be one of two things here for you. It could be, you know, strutting your stuff with your toys and your gadgets and what you own. It could be a little bit more of leaning towards the more expensive but long-term product. Everything is so disposable nowadays, but in some things you can still, if you pay good money for it, it will last the lifetime, not renewable every year. And I think you're trying to figure out your happiness and your joy that you get from these things in your life. So that could be very well where the clutter is you're surrounded by things that don't even bring joy or happiness to your life anymore. And it's time to bring in those things that it's a reflection of your inside on your outside. And when you look around, you see who you are, what you stand for, the image you portray in the world. And the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, we are trying to bring in the balance in situations, events. This could be two different paths that we are trying to decipher. And I would think it would be two different paths because we are in the new moon energy week. But, you know, it's not got, we'll pull more cards to see exactly where this decision or this choice might be. Now there's two ships coming in and those pentacles are just about even. So it's not like we've got bad choices in front of us. It's just which choice do we make? Where do we see the balance? Where do we see the abundance coming in? Where do we see our happiness and our joy and our passion being expressed through that path and what we do and who we are becoming? Where are we stagnated in some ways? Where do we don't, you know, where is it that we do not want to be stagnated? And so therefore that wouldn't be a good option long run. So there's decisions to be made here, but it's not like they're both good options. There could even be an option three that we're not seeing. But it's the way you were moving forward and what you were truly moving forward in, and it's time to contemplate really the pros and the cons. But I think more importantly is you have to understand, you know, it could be you want to work more you want to be at work more, you want to put in the overtime so that you look good, so you get the promotion, but it's going to kill you when it comes to your sleeping patterns and seeing your partner. And all of a sudden, you and your partner are not sharing in those romantic evenings together or just that time spent together, or maybe it's with your children or a best friend. And now, is that truly worth it? Do you really want to give up those things? Is there a compromise that can be made? Is there another path that would lead to the same end result, but it would keep the balance at home? It could be it doesn't, you know, there's two job offers and they're both great and this one pays a little bit more, but this one I get to use my creativity every single day, so it's not even like working. Weighing them out. We have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is asking you to realize that you are at maybe forks in the road here. A fork in the road. You're ready to go forward. You're ready to take a path. And so you dismount from your horse and you fall down and you look up into the heavens and you say, thank you. Thank you for getting me to here. Thank you for keeping me safe. Thank you for your protection and your love and your guidance. Before you get back up on that horse, you are also going to ask for a straight and sure path, for guidance and wisdom to help you make the right decisions going forward, to give thanks for what you've experienced and for what you will experience going forward. So it's like this pause right now in your life. So don't worry if, you know, you're in decision mode. You're waiting for that opportunity to really come into being for you. Because it's almost like we've got this pause button here for you to reflect, for you to understand truly where you are and what got you here and what is going to push you forward. How can you go forward and tap into that sage wisdom, that knowledge? We have the Ace of Swords, so 2 aces. Epiphanies. Definitely epiphanies. New information coming in. This could be to grow a partnership. This could be you have an interest in something, and so you decide that you're going to go up because they have a group that meets once a month on the Tuesday, and you're going to go up there, and you not all that interested with the group or anything, but you meet somebody there, and all of a sudden, with their knowledge and your talent, you're going to combine the efforts and make a new business. Something that you've always wanted to do, but you just didn't have all the pieces together. And you have this new information coming in, or new people coming in, new energy for sure coming in. It could just be the thought process. It could be the aha moment for you. So dream big, expect lots. The Magician appears. Everybody's had such strong energy. The Magician, you have 2 aces in the Magician. You know, this is New Moon Affirmations. Now, I have a video for New Moon Affirmations, and the link is somewhere. It's always in every one of my videos. I do put that post in. And if you would like to listen to it on a daily basis, then thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. But I would prefer that you grab a piece of paper and a pen and take out some sentences out of that video for you to repeatedly say throughout your day. Put some other things into it. I want you to sit down at some point this week and really imagine your tomorrow. And yes, when you imagine it, know that there will be self-sacrifice, there will be struggles, there will be chaos and learning curves and experiences. And you're good with that going forward. That you can truly make a commitment to that, knowing the end result. And then know the end result. Watch your thought patterns this week with this card here. What you ask for when the Magician appears, you will get. So when you let those negative emotions to come to the surface and be the trending thought in your mind, you go to the mailbox and you get the bills and you go, oh, I'm never going to have enough money to pay these bills. You will not have enough money to pay those bills. Your wish will be granted. If you ask for money, I need money, I need more money, and then you take a walk down the sidewalk and you find a coin, guess what? Your wish has been granted. You now have more money. So you really need to plunge into the dream of what you are committing to, of what it really looks like, what it really feels like. Imagine your happiness, your joy, your pride, your sense of accomplishment, your stature, your beautiful, deep relationship with another. Imagine it to its fullest context. Watch those negative thoughts creeping in. We do not want the Magician to be listening at the wrong time. We have the High Priestess. Wow. And go within and see the magic that's in you. My goodness. Please understand the gifts and the talents and the magic that resides within you, waiting to come out. Do not hold it back in any way. Let your beauty shine forward. Understand, really understand the talents and the abilities you have and how you can use that going forward. And maybe it is just tapping into a group of people that meet once a month on the Wednesday. And out of that experience, you may not want to ever go back, but they might have a book there that you're really interested in. You go home and you order it, and it comes in, and it just kind of changes your whole sense of how you were looking at things, or enhances your knowledge in some way, or you get these little epiphanies through it. Like, it works differently for every one of us. So you have to be open to different experiences right now. Maybe letting in a new like-minded kind of group of people into your life. It could be the group is what it is. That could be the magic. But just because you're going to that, don't think that it's actually the group that's actually going to make you grow. It could just be that you don't connect with these people, but there's something. You meet somebody, or there's some piece of information there that leads you to another piece of information that opens up the magic, that lets you experience your passions, your talents, your joy, and your happiness. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.